Folks, pop quiz. How many U.S. states have a woman in the governor's mansion? The answer, 5. 5 out of 50. In fact, in all of U.S. history, only 35 women have ever served as governor, and that includes Carolyn B. Shelton, as I'm sure you know. She was just the acting governor of Oregon for one weekend in 1909. By the way, even though she was Governor Shelton, she couldn't actually vote. Women didn't get that right until Oregon until 1912. So 35 women in 237 years. To put that in perspective, that means that there are more men serving as governor right now than women who have ever served as governor ever. Meanwhile, 24 states have never elected a female governor. And by the way, liberal states aren't any better than conservative states. California and New York have never elected a woman, while Texas has had 2 women in the governor's mansion, and Arizona has elected 4. Well, we can't rant about this all day, but our next guest is trying to actually do something about it. With us now from Washington, D.C. is Kate Coyne-McCoy, founder of the American LeadHERship PAC. She's on a mission to put liberal women in governors' mansions across this country. Kate, welcome into the War Room.
Thank you very much for having me.
No, it's a delight. This is a really interesting subject, and I don't think enough people are talking about. Why aren't there more women governors, though? Is it a lack of candidates, a lack of money? Is it bias among voters, or is it something else completely different from that?
Look, there's no doubt that it's harder for women to run, I think, than men. And while women have made great strides in Congress, we're still not half or anywhere near half. And the fact that there's only one Democratic woman governor in the country right now is outrageous. And, you know, we've got to do something about that. That's what American LeadHERship PAC will do.
And tell me what the difference between the governor's races and governors in general is from Congress, because right now Congress has more women than ever. So why is that? What's the disconnect there?
Well, we can say more women than ever, but there's still only 14 women senators. Only 44 have ever served. There's still only 78 out of 435 female members of Congress. And there's one Democratic governor. So, you know, we've certainly got our work cut out for us, and this PAC, I think, is going to do that work.
Well, so talk about that. Talk about the LeadHERship PAC. What is your strategy? Is it about recruiting candidates? Is it about raising money? Or is it about education?
It's about all of those things. Ideally, we will be able to recruit some great candidates. We already know of some fabulous female Democratic pro-choice women candidates that are giving strong consideration to running. We're particularly excited about the prospect of Gina Raimondo in Rhode Island, who is not yet declared, but who we believe will run. We've got to give Maggie Hassan in New Hampshire a little company, and another New England state with a pro-choice Democratic governor would do that. The PAC will do what super PACs do. Will raise enough money to give Democratic pro-choice women a competitive edge in a very difficult campaign cycle.
And then why then is it important for this to happen? Why is it important to have women in the governor's offices? Does it really change policy?
Oh, it absolutely changes policy. I mean, recent polling suggests or proves that folks want women, see women as capable as men in holding office. And we know that when women hold office, issues like health care and family issues, child care, education, security, those issues are addressed by women. Not that they're not addressed by men, but they're addressed in a different way. Women know firsthand what it's like to sit in a doctor's office and wait for a pediatrician to show up. They know what it's like to navigate an education system for a child who needs special learning. Women bring a different set of skills to the table, and that set is absent without women at the table. We're going to fix that.
So of the 5 women who are governors right now, 4 are Republicans and just 1 is a Democrat. Do liberal women have a harder time for some reason getting elected?
No, I don't think that it breaks down to liberal or conservative women. I wish that those 5 women and more women were liberal. It is, as far as I'm concerned, there is one Democratic woman governor in the country, and we need more to join her. I don't think liberals are at a distinct disadvantage, but we were clearly outspent in terms of money and super PAC spending last cycle, and so ideally our American LeadHERship PAC will sort of level the playing field and give women a competitive edge.
Yeah, which is important. There are only 2 governor's races this year, but next year is a bonanza. 36 states have gubernatorial elections in 2014. Will you be a player there?
Boy, I sure hope so. We've just set up our organization and are beginning our rollout. We are excited about the women that we know of to date and are eager to learn more. And hopefully we'll have a huge impact in electing more Democratic pro-choice women across the country.
And I'd like to ask you about Wendy Davis in Texas, the new sensation. Do you think she has a chance of winning the Texas governor's race there now that Rick Perry's out and they have an open seat?
Would that not be fabulous? Was she not just terrific?
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Clearly, I would do what I could to help her. That running in Texas is surely a hard thing. But, there's a woman with the kind of courage and the kind of chutzpah that we definitely need sitting in governor seats across the country.
Yeah, it certainly would be nice. Kate Coyne-McCoy, thanks for doing the work. Good luck with it. Up next, we're staying with